Welcome back in the YouTube lecture series in organic chemistry. From previous lecture, we have started with a new topic, that is synthetic polymers. In the first lecture, we have seen the broad outline related to the subject, that is what are polymers, how they are classified, what are the different methods of classification, what is the general idea related to polymers. In this lecture, we are to deal with synthesis of polymers and in particular the process of addition polymerization. So, the concept of addition polymerization is to be studied with reference to free radical addition polymerization and ionic addition polymerization. The basic question is, what is concept of addition polymers and what are addition polymerization reactions? Addition polymers. These type of polymers are formed by the repeated addition of monomer molecules. The polymer is formed by polymerization of monomers with double or triple bonds. So, see the concept. The polymers formed by repeated addition of monomers are addition polymers, and this addition polymerization is possible with monomers having double or triple bond, in short multiple bonds. Monomers are the building blocks of polymers. Monomers having unsaturation can undergo addition polymerization. So, this is the basic idea. In this process, as it is addition of unsaturated monomers to get polymer, there is no elimination of small molecules like water or alcohol. Okay? So, no byproduct is possible. I will repeat once again, in addition polymerization there is no elimination of any molecule. Addition polymers always, therefore, addition polymers always have their empirical formula same as their monomers. This is because monomers just they undergo polymerization by addition. For example, this compound CH2 double bond CH2 has a empirical formula which is same with the polyethylene because it is having addition polymerization reaction. The reaction is also called as chain growth polymerization. So, see what are the MCQs. The MCQs are addition polymerization is possible with unsaturated compounds. Addition polymerization is possible with compounds having double or triple bond. There is no elimination in addition polymerization. The addition polymers have the same empirical formula like their monomers. Okay? This is also called as chain growth polymerization. These are the examples. Polyvinyl chloride. So, vinyl chloride undergoes polymerization to form polyvinyl chloride. Polypropylene. So, propylene undergoes polymerization to form polypropylene. Styrene undergoes polymerization to give polystyrene. So, these are the examples of addition polymerization. In addition polymer, it is formed by chain addition reaction between monomers that contain a double bond, we have seen earlier. This reaction has to be initiated. In addition polymerization, the first step is initiation of reaction, and the initiation is to be carried out by using some free radical or ionic species. So, in other words, for addition polymerization there has to be an initiator which will catalyze, which will initiate the reaction. The initiator will be free radical or ionic species based upon the nature of the reaction. If it is free radical addition polymerization, the free radical will be there. If it is ionic addition polymerization, then ionic species will be there. Okay. So, the important thing is that there has to be an initiator for addition polymerization. Let us consider free radical polymerization. As I mentioned, we are going to deal with free radical polymerization and ionic polymerization. In free radical, you can remember one of these. Of course, both are very common and interesting examples. One is called as vinyl polymerization, other is called as conjugated diene polymerization. In addition polymers, the polymer is formed by chain addition reactions between monomers that contain a double bond. The thing is repeated here. Molecules of ethene, example is there. Molecules of ethene can polymerize with each other under the proper conditions to form a polymer called as polyethene. So, substrate is given, it undergoes several steps, and after these series of reactions we get a polymer. The N stands for number of monomers. The number of monomers can be N number, okay, a large number of monomers can be polymerized. What are the basic steps or what are the steps involved in addition polymerization? As I mentioned, the polymerization has to be initiated by some initiator. So, that initiator in this particular case is a free radical. So, the free radical formation is the first step. Free radicals can be obtained from several species. In this case, it is diacyl peroxide, RCOO OCOR, diacyl. These two acyl groups are there, RCOO group is there and there is a second RCOO group. So, this diacyl peroxide when heated undergoes homolytic cleavage. So, this pair of electrons is equally separated and we get two acyl radicals. See once again, this is diacyl peroxide. Diacyl peroxide undergoes homolytic cleavage forming two species of diacyl radicals. This diacyl radical, which is again metastable, undergoes cleavage and forms two alkyl free radicals or two alkyl radicals with elimination of CO2. So, this stage is formation of radical and we have free radical as alkyl radical. Okay. Let us see one more example, second example. In this case, we have tertiary butyl peroxide. So, peroxides are more common in radical formation. So, tertiary butyl peroxide again gives two species of tertiary butoxide radicals. The process is carried out by thermal protocol, by heating. This is third example, benzyl peroxide. Again this benzyl peroxide has O bond, okay, C6H5COO, OCO C6H5. This is benzyl peroxide. Benzyl peroxide when heated gives carboxyl radical and in turn it gives phenyl free radical. In this way, see the examples once again. Radical formation is the first step in the process of free radical addition polymerization. Radicals are obtained by peroxide like compounds. These undergo homolytic cleavage giving rise to free radicals. So, the first example is diacyl peroxide, second is tertiary butyl peroxide, third is benzyl peroxide. The initiator can also be something like hydrogen peroxide. This material can easily split to form two species with a free electron attached to each other. Okay, hydrogen peroxide also gives two species of peroxide, two species of radicals. So, that is the first stage which initiates the reaction. In the second round, actually the step is called as initiation in addition polymerization. In initiation, a free radical initiator attacks the carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, this carbon-carbon double bond is activated. This free radical attacks a carbon-carbon double bond. One of the pi electrons form a single bond with the initiator, while the other pi electron forms a new free radical on the carbon atom. See the reaction carefully. Once you get the idea related to free radical addition polymerization, it is on similar lines you can learn about ionic polymerization. This radical R is attacking this unsaturated species monomer. As I have mentioned, free radical attacks a carbon-carbon double bond. On one of the pi electrons form a single bond with the initiator, while the other pi electrons forms a new free radical on the carbon atom. So, this radical attacks the CH2 group, forms a bond. As a result, the second electrons is available as radical on the CH group. Okay. So, in this way the reaction is initiated. In the stage of propagation, this radical adds to the next molecule. The new free radical compound interacts with another monomer, continuing the process of chain growth. So, this is the radical formed in the first step by initiation process by the activation of the initiator, free radical initiator. The same adds to the second molecule, we get one more free radical, larger free radical. These free radicals subsequently go and adding to more monomers, forming larger size free radical. Okay. So, the reaction is called as propagation. In the last step, when the reaction takes place between two radicals, ultimately termination occurs. Whenever two free radicals come in contact with one another, the two free electrons form a covalent bond and free radical and the free radical on each molecule no longer exists. So, this is the polymerized, actually larger size free radical. Okay. N number of monomers are polymerized. This larger free radical reacts with this free radical R, and we get a polymer which is now the reaction is converted into termination stage and final polymer is obtained. So, in this way the reaction takes place. See once again, the reaction is initiated by radical, we generate radical with the monomer, the radical with monomer gets reacted with next molecule forming larger free radical, the reaction continues, and at the end the larger size free radical undergoes reaction with another radical forming the neutral species, that is termination takes place. So, this is regarding the vinyl polymerization. Let us consider the second case, polymerization in conjugated diene. In earlier case we have seen simple example. In case of dienes, you have two double bonds in unsaturation, in conjugation. Okay. So, the radical initiates the reaction. The radical initiates the reaction. As a result, the carbon, ultimate carbon, terminal carbon gets converted into radical. Now, in this process, due to presence of two double bonds, we get a mixture of polybutadiene having two geometrical isomers. We get trans polybutadiene and we get cis polybutadiene. So, polymerization in conjugated diene, it is taking place in two ways. The first is 1,4 polymerization, that is the polymerization is taking place between the first and fourth and first polymerization. So, in this case we get a mixture of trans and cis polymerization. There is another case, another possibility, because the butadiene can be brought in the reaction, in the polymerization reaction in the vinyl type structure. So, it is called as 1,2 polymerization, because the polymerization takes place between the first and second carbon. So, second and first carbon. In 1,2 polymerization, 1,3 butadiene can undergo polymerization at C1 and C2 to yield polyvinyl polyethene. So, the two possibilities are 1,4 polymerization and 1,2 polymerization. These are the two examples. So, this is regarding the free radical polymerization. Now, let us come to the second part, which is ionic polymerization. Ionic polymerization is a chain growth polymerization in which the active centers are ions or ion pairs. See the difference. In free radical polymerization, the reaction was initiated by radicals. In this case, the reaction centers are ions or ion pairs, and the reactions are to be initiated so as to generate ions. So, it can be considered as an alternative to radical polymerization and may refer to anionic polymerization or cationic polymerization. As with radical polymerization, the reactions are initiated by reactive compounds. So, initiators has to be there. Let us consider the cationic addition polymerization. In cationic addition polymerization, the reaction is initiated by acid. Remember the difference. In free radical polymerization, the reaction was initiated by free radical. In cationic addition polymerization, you have to generate a cation, and therefore the initiator is acid. So, first step is chain initiation, in which the proton initiates the reaction forming a cation. The methyl group in this case stabilizes the carbocation and favors its formation. So, initiation by acid. First step is initiation by acid. Then similarly, this cation adds to the second molecule, reacts with the second monomer forming a larger cation. The reaction continues, and at the end again with elimination of the proton, the reaction gets terminated, and we complete the reaction of cationic polymerization. For industrial process, boron trifluoride and water mixture is used to induce cationic polymerization. So, the mechanisms work on parallel lines with the difference in the initiator. Okay. Last variety, it is anionic addition polymerization. So, there are a lot of different initiators used in anionic vinyl polymerization, but the most oftenly or commonly used initiators are butyl lithium or potassium amide. Okay. This is butyl lithium, and the next is potassium amide. We have to learn a reaction where we use potassium amide. Again, there are three steps: initiation, propagation, termination. In anionic addition polymerization, the reaction is initiated by potassium amide. In this case, potassium amide initiates the reaction with the styrene molecule. We get an anion. Actually, the phenyl group is an electron withdrawing group, so stabilizes carbanion species. In earlier case, the stabilization was because of the methyl group which stabilizes the cation. In this case, the phenyl group stabilizes the anion. Okay. So, stabilizes the anionic species. The phenyl group is an electron withdrawing group, so stabilizes carbanion species. Base adds to the double bond forming an anion. That is the basic principle. Okay. So, this anion is there, carbanion is there, which is formed in the first step. In the second step, anion adds to the next monomer. Reaction continues. Reaction continues as long as monomers are available. Okay. And at the end, the reaction gets terminated, and during termination there is a protonation. So, termination occurs by addition of acid. Okay. So, in this way the reaction gets terminated. So, let us revise the whole things once again. Let us start from the beginning. So, we are to learn free radical polymer. Two types of polymerization reactions are there: vinyl polymerization and conjugated diene polymerization. Then the first part is free radical polymerization. Free radical polymerization is initiated by free radical. Free radical is obtained by homolytic cleavage of compounds like peroxide. So, diacyl peroxide gives diacyl free radical, which ultimately gives alkyl radical. The second example is tertiary butyl peroxide gives tertiary butoxide radical, and benzoyl peroxide gives benzoyl radical, and ultimately it gives phenyl free radical. So, these radicals are the initiators in free radical mechanism. Then the reaction is initiated. In initiation, the radical gets added to the first molecule of the monomer forming a radical. The radical subsequently goes on adding to the next molecules forming a larger free radical, and ultimately two radicals undergo covalent bond formation forming the final product with termination. Okay. Then polymerization conjugated dienes is possible in two ways, 1,4 polymerization and 1,2 polymerization. In 1,4 polymerization we get a mixture of trans and cis polybutadiene. Trans and cis polybutadiene. In 1,2 polymerization we get polyvinyl polyethene. Okay, the reaction is 1,2 in this case. In earlier case it was 1,4. Then ionic polymerization is related to initiators which create ions, and this is alternative method. In this method there are two subtypes, cationic and anionic. In cationic addition polymerization the acid is initiator. Addition polymerization initiated by acid. Acid forms a cationic species which undergoes subsequent polymerization, and with deprotonation we get the final product, that is reaction gets terminated. In anionic addition polymerization the initiator is anion which is usually butyl lithium or potassium amide like compound. The reaction gets is initiated to form the first anion, which subsequently continues to propagation stage, and ultimately by protonation the reaction gets terminated. Okay. So, in this way we have seen the technique of addition polymerization. The technique of addition polymerization is considered in two ways, that is free radical polymerization and ionic polymerization. In free radical polymerization we have seen the vinyl polymerization and polymerization in butadiene. In case of butadiene it is 1,2 and 1,4. In ionic we have seen two, cationic and anionic. In case of free radical polymerization the initiators are free radicals. In case of cationic species the initiators are acids, and in case of anionic polymerization the butyl lithium or potassium amide are the initiators. Okay. So, in this way you go through all these details, these different types of addition polymerization reactions, and prepare the article very carefully. So, with this let us stop here. Thank you.